Hi guys, welcome back to the Library of Alexandria. Today guys, I'm going to be doing Boosh, a tag. See my handy dandy note cards? They are orange. I'm going to be doing the Unpopular Opinions 2.0 tag. This is an original tag made up by my friend L over at Elliot Brooks. Because guys, this is, most of my opinions are unpopular and bad. Most of my opinions are bad, so this is going to be a video filled with my terrible opinions. I have already done the Unpopular Opinions tag on a World Hoppers video, and so I don't really do that one again because my opinions haven't really changed. They just stay bad. But this is a new one with new bad opinions that you can all tell me how wrong I am, and I can, make people like Charmaine mad. Actually, when writing this, I was like, oh, man, I'm going to make Charmaine mad in several of these. But you know what? 'Tis a tag and shall be fun. So without wasting any more time, let's get down to business. Let's get down to it. Question number one, they were upside down. Question number one, a genre. Great that you don't get the hype for. So I'm not sure this is a genre. Great, but it is definitely a great within a subgenre. I don't understand how people like the Powder Mage series that much. I don't understand it. Like the first guys, I'm beating a dead horse. The first chapter's so good, and the premise is so good, and it does not even kind of deliver on said promise. I don't understand how it's so popular. I don't understand Brian McClellan's mass appeal, or maybe that's the problem. That it's mass appeal, and I'm a hipster.
You've probably never heard of it.
It's too cool for that mass appeal stuff. So I don't get it. Like, I thought of doing something Sanderson here, but no, I mean, I get the hype around Sanderson. I just don't get it. Like, Promise of Blood, I don't think is a very good book. So, I mean, I guess that's my answer. Ow. Number two, an adaptation you wish was never made. This one is easy. The Watch. Frickin' The Watch that was on Amazon that is some kind of like, oh, look how punk we can make Terry Pratchett's City Watch. It's awful in every way, shape, fashion, or form. First of all, Vimes is not suicidal. He's not going to flick off the patrician. Vimes gets his stupid face when he talks to the patrician. It's always like, yes, sir, 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 sir. And where Vetinari's like, is that a yes, sir, or a no, sir? Sir. Like, that's Vimes facing Vetinari. He's not going to flick someone off. In addition, Carrot's supposed to be enormous, and Cheery is small. And this is the greatest crime. The fact that Sybil Rampkin is not a big Wagnerian woman, the way she's described in the books. Sybil's strength is through her compassion and her love for her loved ones. It is not in grabbing a dragon and using it as a freaking flamethrower. She would never tell Vimes,
if you want change, you need power.
No! Like, what character is this? That is not freaking Sybil Rampkin. So, like, the complete, like, missing the point of Sybil. It is a travesty. And it didn't get a second season. Good, because it sucks. Boosh. Number three. A book or series you have to fight back your inner snob because you think people just don't get it. Now, I'm not going to say, like, except to my friends, like, I'm not going to say everyone as a whole, like, oh, you just don't understand, because I'm not a douchebag. But for the purposes of this, let me be a snob. People that don't like Long Price Quartet, Shadow and Summer, I have to, because I just want people to read the whole thing, because I feel like it's a book, it's a series that once you read the whole thing, I don't know how it's possible to not appreciate that series as a whole. But you can't ask people to do that. Like, oh, just read you gotta read 5 books a wheel at a time, and then you'll get no. Like, if you don't want to read it, it's fine. But every time someone's like, I don't like Shadow and Summer, I'm like, okay, well, I mean, all right, I guess it's so good. Like Long Price Quartet, like the story it's telling as a whole, the character interactions over 45 years, it's just so good. And I don't really understand why people don't. Why people don't like it, but I'm not going to be a douchebag, except my friends. I'll tell them they have bad opinions, but I'm not going to issue a blanket statement that everybody's taste is bad. Boosh. Number 4, a book or series you're tired of everyone hating on. Traitor's Blade, book 1 of the Great Coats by Sebastian de Castell. Look, I know. Chapter 22 is, I know, people hate it, and it comes out of nowhere, and you're just like, what? And I don't understand it, and I don't have to. I don't get it. Traitor's Blade, there's 2 answers for this one. I'm so tired of just being like, well, that book sucked. No, it freaking didn't. There was just that one scene that was out of nowhere, but the rest of the book is so good. Oh my gosh, it's so good. And the other one, and you definitely know where this one's coming, Fall of Babel. I'm sorry you didn't like the first part, and it would have been different had it been on the other book. Guys, it's the same thing. If you'd have moved that part to the end of the third book, same thing. That content's still there. And I'm sorry you didn't like where it went. You know what? I didn't like everything that happened about the ending. But it doesn't mean that the whole series has no value. You can't go from a 5-star book to a 1-star book when everything's the same except for the plot. We're mad that Senlin doesn't get superpowers. What do you want? He's a schoolmaster, in over his head. He's been that way since book 1. Why are you all of a sudden mad now? Y'all leave Traitor's Blade and Fall of Babel alone. You know who you are. Boosh. Number 5. A book or series everyone thinks is really powerful, but you didn't connect with. Oh my gosh. So I haven't heard talk about this one recently, but back when it came out, The Burning God, I heard so many freaking times about how, I was just broken by the ending. R.F. Kuang, even in the freaking, at the beginning of the book, in the dedication page, talks about how, you're gonna need your tissues for this one. Don't tell me what I'm gonna need. The ending was not as powerful as people had led me to believe. I knew what was going to happen in the ending, but not, not the fashion in which it happened. But this whole ending breaks me thing, it's just hype, and it's weird that I am coming down on hyperbole when hyperbole is my stock in trade. But it's just a specific kind of hyperbole that is I don't know. Oh my gosh, I fell on the floor weeping. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. I'm fine with hyperbole, to tell a story, but I don't know. Stop telling me how you sat there catatonic. Because no, you didn't. You didn't sit there catatonic. You didn't. Boosh. Whatever. This is an angry tag, I guess. Number 6. A character you just don't get the hype for. All right, Malazan fans coming after you. Animander Rake. Animander Rake is fine, but he's so mid, guys. I'm so sorry to break it to you. He's mid. I don't understand. I can only believe that people think Animander Rake is so cool because he has a big old sword and it reminds them of Sephiroth. Because ever since, because I wish we were talking about video games. I'd say Sephiroth. Because the only other hype like this that I have not understood, it's so similar to the Sephiroth hype that I've never got. Ever since Final Fantasy VII came out, I'm why do I like Sephiroth so much? Sephiroth's it's a crap villain. He's just oh, my mom I'm genetically, a meteor. That's freaking Kuja from 9 is more interesting than Sephiroth, and Kefka's way more interesting than Sephiroth. So I don't get it. Same thing here. Animander Rake stands around a lot with these plans that we don't know about, and we're told how smart he is. We're told, he's the most brilliant creature I've ever seen. Okay, and I guess that's true, but we don't really see it a lot. I know he's got all these plans in motion, but we don't ever get an inkling of them until they happen, and then it's I guess you could have planned it, or it's coincidence. I don't know. He's just not as cool as people think he is. Okay, dragons, all right. Cool. I don't know. I guess people like swords and dragons and stuff, and that's fine. Everyone's allowed to like him, but I do not understand the hype for Animander. Boosh. Number 7, a book or series everyone wants an adaptation for, but you do not. So, Greenbone, which is apparently going to be an adaptation, because then everybody's going to be talking about it again. And I don't want to hear about Jade Legacy anymore. But if they make a series, I'm going to have to hear all about, oh my gosh, I love the Greenbone, and I love Hilo, and they're going to, oh my gosh, they're going to cast someone as Hilo that everyone is just oh, look at that bad boy. Oh, I can change him. Oh, be with me, Hilo. Oh, I love you. I know everybody's excited, and I don't want to, poo-poo on everybody's dreams, but like, no, I don't. Stop talking about Greenbone. Boosh. And finally, number 8, a book or series you think people have a bias toward and don't really like or hate as much as they claim. So I'm also reaching far back for this one as well, and I think it is Rage of Dragons, and I've always thought this. Back when, if you missed the self-spaced Civil War, where a community was torn asunder over our opinions of the buddy read of Rage of Dragons, not since Rage of Dragons, had we experienced something that we did with the Stavely readathon that tore another community asunder, but the hype for Rage of Dragons was so real because at the time of its release, 2 of the most popular booktubers online had sung its praises so effusively, like unmitigated, unqualified 5 stars, this is amazing, before it came out, that it is my opinion, because we are not robots in a vacuum, it is my opinion that many of the people who were like, yeah, oh my gosh, 5 stars, Rage of Dragons, who loved it as much as they did, were responding to the hype machine and wanted to be part of that community where everyone, loved the book. Now, again, it's just my opinion. I don't know everything. I mean, I am the arbiter of truth, but, I have bad opinions, apparently. So, I don't understand how, if it was that good and that universally acclaimed as it came to us, I don't know how we were so evenly split on whether it was a good book or not a good book. Absolutely bizarre. Now, I think it swung the other way, and then I think a lot of people just started hating on Rage of Dragons because it was the popular thing to do. So I think that this book fits both criteria. So that is indeed my answer. I have upset Charmaine at least twice in this video. So I guess I'm supposed to tag people. I mean, some people don't like doing unpopular stuff because they don't like to say negative things. I mean, this is all in good fun. Don't come at me. The people I'm talking about, I don't actually dislike, anything. It's all in good fun, hopefully. But I'm going to tag Joanna, if she wants to do it. I don't know if she'll want to do it, but if she wants to do it, I'm going to tag Joanna. She might have some unpopular opinions. And then I'm going to tag Theo from Rekindled Reader, if he wants to do it. And then I'm going to tag Kyle, because I definitely yakioed some Umbra at Kyle in this video, and so I'll get to see Kyle throw some back, I suppose. So guys, that is it for me for today. Which of my opinions are the worst? Feel free, I'm sure you'll all tell me. If you're a douchebag, I'm just gonna hide your comment and block you. So you can save your red-faced yelling for your own channel. Guys, that's it for me. Guys, that's it for me for today. As always, information about my Patreon and Discord is down in the description, and I'll see you next time, guys.